All right, guys. Hey, we are coming to you with a kettlebell workout. Great little example here of 10 different exercises. I'm going to flow them through in a sequence so that you can see how I'm working through the arms and into the pushes, the pulls, the deadlifts, the squats, and even talking about stabilizing through the spine a little bit. So let's go ahead and let's get started with this. And right off the bat, I'm going to start with what we call the lumberjack. All right. So for the lumberjack, I'm going to have my feet are going to be slightly altered in terms of one being forward and one being back. And so I'm on a right side lumberjack. I got my right hand on the outer loop. My left hand is going to be on top. All right. So I want you to pay attention to how we're setting up. In the lumberjack on the right side, we call it the lumberjack because it might remind us of us using a big type of bow saw. And I'm just going back and forth, right side, just like so. I have a little bit of bend in my knees, back and forth. You determine intensity. I'm pretty much getting a little bit on the pull, a little bit on the push, but a lot of this is through the core. Same idea, left side lumberjack now. So I've just repositioned my feet. My right foot is a little bit forward, left foot back, and I'm back and forth, same deal. And again, this is a slight warm up, but also I'm toning up through the center and stabilizing the spine back and forth. All right, so we're getting ready to move into what we call the figure eight. So my figure eight, I'm stable with my feet just off the base plate, and I'm going to work off to the right and then to the left. All right, so this, I'm making a figure eight. If you could look at it from the side, you would think that I was making the number 8. And so I'm going out to the right, back to my body, out to the left, back to my body. For right now, I got very little movement of the body, just a little bit. Now, figure eight left side, I'm going to push away from the body. I'm pushing away from the body, like so. So this is a completely different exercise, mostly because I'm pushing the weight away from the body. I have a totally different stabilization that has to take place through the center section of the body as I push that away. All right, next thing is half kneeling. I'm going to do right arm, half kneel, and bringing it down to the chest and up and back and forth. So obviously this is more of a press motion, but in this case, I'm also working to rotate the shoulder, good thoracic mobility work, and also working the press of the arm, shoulder. All right, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna do the left side, same principle, and drive up out of the shoulder. Again, you're working your own intensity level. You hit it as hard as you want. I'm trying to help with a little bit of instruction and setting up and just showing what you can be doing. All right, my next move is going to be the deadlift. So my deadlift, I'm putting the weight down in front of me and I'm backing out. Relatively straight legs and go down all through the hip, nice flat back, down with your deadlift. All right, my next move is now going to get me into a row. I've got my right foot on the base plate, left foot out. And I am grabbing the weight with my right arm, and I'm doing a row. I can make this a little bit more aggressive by simply moving my position and move my foot in front of the plate. That just means I'm getting a little bit more gravity influence on the row. All right, now I'm going to go over and hit the other side. Same idea. And I'm now rowing up through the left arm. And my next and last exercise is what we call the sumo squat. So I'm going to drop the bar down in front, and I'm going to come into a squat, coming down as deep as I can get into that squat and back up. So hands are out in front of you, and now all of the flexion is coming through the knee. And there you go. So there you go, quick short circuit. You determine the intensity. I went through some pushes, some pulls, worked to get into the deadlift a bit with a little squat. The kettle bar, awesome workout. Start playing with it, get your hands on it, get familiar with it. It is an awesome workout.